Okay, ready?
55, Mike, 55. Check safety, check safety.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Balaj. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look at me, Zipper.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard
Watch
line.
Mike, watch Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike. 52's the Mike, boys, 52.
Big grip, big grip.
Now Marino. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 22. I don't think you got it, son. Backstrap.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Got it.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the set. Smooth.
Check. 45's the mark. Hey, deep.
Here's Marino to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
10-2 soft. Greystone travel.
Check.
They run it with Balaj. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check the outs. Shift.
But I...
45.
On 2nd and 9, Marino. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go. Get set. 80 weapon.
Check.
Hey, Haywood. Now.
On 3rd down, Marino. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go. 2:30 pace. Let's go. Number 52. Block 52. 52's the mark. General. West. Go.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Love. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can't block me.
From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
That's what I start doing. Switch. Check 99. Check 99. Ready.
They start the drive with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 52, Mike 56. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike 52, Mike 50. Oh. And here we go. Watch it.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
No gain on the play.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hit it.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey, wahoo!
45. Mike, 45.
Protein spill.
Check 43.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Cook running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Scene 6. Come, baby. Come, baby. Woo! Man, he's checking. Crash. Go! Motion backfield. Flat.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And he's able to find Diggs. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Balaj. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Five. Hey.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
Now they'll throw it with Marino. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Marino sets up. Got an open man. It's QT. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Late down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Recon, 132 fighting. Hey. Check, 55, Mike. Nice 7, let's go. Get in the weight room. Go. Come on, 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Yep. Mike 55. Coverage.
From the gun, Love. And he fires one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Exit. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to
Open here, Adam Thielen. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
It's just me and you. Under 10, under 10, 10. Charlie. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Yeah, 52, Mike 52. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Bravo.
Mike 52.
Hustle. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Delage. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Final play of the half. It's Marino. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Minnesota.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Bang, 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 bang. Kill, kill, kill.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Brings up second and goal. Check out the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Ready, ready. 60, Pittsburgh. Chopper, chopper. Delta. 50's the money. 50's the money.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Mike, sit now.
Looking to throw. Love into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game?
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go. And Lobo. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 13. Check 61. Matchbox, right. Ready, go.
On first down, Love. Oh, what a move. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, break. 2, nice 42. Not here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They run again on first down. Cook. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Ready, ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Watch that in. We got 4.
Now Marino on first down. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
At their 14-yard line. To backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Marino will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, ready.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, down at the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Fresno.
Get it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Safe.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Bravo.
45's the mic. Here we go.
It goes.
Now Marino to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants...
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. Cover.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift, watch the shift. Check.
Blue draw quarters.
55. Come on. Mike, 55. Right there.
On 1st down, Drake. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 3rd and short, Drake. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
55's Mike, got the Greystone travel.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Man, I got you. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Hey,
45 to Mike.
Now it's Marino. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A toss to Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Marino. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's a gain of 4.
61, matchbox lights. Ready.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That throw by Marino incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
Hey, check my
Here's Marino. And he finds Parker here, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, seam 6, 5.
Marino to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, we are.
Go.
Got 4 down. 45.
Now.
They'll try and throw forward Marino. And that is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
52 right here. Right, 64, weak. Slam. Ready, go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And Diggs has it. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.